If you've ever stood in the lumber aisle looking at walnut prices and then slowly turned your cart toward the pine section instead, this video is for you. Because let's be honest, walnut is beautiful. It's rich, deep, elegant, and instantly makes a project feel expensive. It has that warm chocolate brown tone, that subtle contrast in the grain, and that unmistakable high-end furniture look that makes even a simple table or shelf feel like a designer piece. The problem is, walnut also comes with a price tag that can make a budget woodworking project fall apart before it even starts. Pine, on the other hand, is everywhere. It's affordable, easy to find, easy to work with, and perfect for beginners. But it also comes with a reputation. A lot of people think pine always looks cheap. Too yellow, too soft, too blotchy when stained, too unfinished project, and not enough beautiful furniture. And if you've ever slapped dark stains straight onto pine and watched it turn muddy, streaky, or weirdly orange, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's the good news, cheap pine does not have to look cheap. In fact, with the right finishing approach, pine can look dramatically better than most people expect. No, it won't magically become actual walnut. The grain pattern is different, the density is different, and anyone who works with wood regularly will still know the difference. But if your goal is to make pine look richer, darker, warmer, and far more luxurious, something that gives off that walnut-inspired feel in a finished furniture piece, you can absolutely do that. And that's what this video is all about. Welcome back, creative minds. Today at Decor Ideas, whether you love woodworking or chic home decor, this project will inspire you. Stick around, grab your tools, and let's build something unique and beautiful together. You won't want to miss this. Today we're going through 5 wood finishing secrets that make cheap pine look like luxury walnut. These are not random stain tricks. These are finishing principles that help you control color, reduce blotchiness, deepen the tone, and make pine feel more refined, intentional, and expensive. If you've got pine shelves, pine side tables, pine trays, pine cabinets, or any budget woodworking project that you want to elevate, these 5 secrets can completely change the final result. So if you're ready to stop fighting with blotchy stain and start getting a much richer finish from affordable wood, let's get into it. Number 5, the first secret is to stop treating pine like hardwood. This is the foundation for everything else because one of the biggest reasons pine finishes badly is simple. People try to finish it the same way they would finish oak, walnut, or maple. Pine is not walnut. Pine is not oak. Pine is softwood, and it behaves very differently under stain and finish. It absorbs unevenly. It has early wood and late wood bands that soak up color at different rates. It often contains knots, resin pockets, and soft areas that can darken unpredictably. So if you take a dark walnut stain, wipe it directly onto raw pine, and expect the same clean, elegant result you get on hardwood, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The first secret to making pine look luxurious is accepting what it is and finishing it accordingly. Pine needs control. It needs prep. It needs a strategy. Think of it this way. If walnut is naturally photogenic, pine needs styling and lighting. Pine needs help showing up well on camera. And once you understand that, your finishing decisions get much smarter. Instead of asking, what stain should I use? You start asking better questions. How do I control absorption? How do I reduce blotching? How do I build a rich brown tone without muddying the grain? How do I make the final piece feel warm instead of orange? That shift in mindset is huge because it stops you from chasing one-step miracles and starts you building a finish in layers. And layered thinking is exactly what makes pine look more expensive. When you treat pine like a wood that needs guidance rather than punishment, everything improves. Your stain becomes more even. Your color choices become more intentional. And your finished piece starts looking like furniture instead of a rushed weekend project. So before we even talk about color, understand this. The luxury look starts with respecting the material and adjusting your process to fit it. Number 4, the real magic starts with surface prep and sanding discipline. I know sanding is not the glamorous part of woodworking. Nobody gets excited about hearing the first real finishing secret is proper prep. But this is where the expensive look begins, especially with pine. Pine is incredibly unforgiving when the prep is sloppy. Deep scratch marks, uneven sanding, glue residue, and rough patches all show up the moment stain hits the surface. And because pine is already prone to blotching, any inconsistency in the prep can make the final color look even more chaotic. That's why if you want pine to look rich and walnut-inspired, you need a sanding routine that's consistent, not rushed. The goal isn't to sand pine into glass before staining. In fact, sanding too high can sometimes make stain absorption weaker and uneven in a different way. What you want is a clean, even surface with no glue contamination, no random scratches, and no zones that were sanded wildly differently from one another. A consistent sanding progression matters because stain highlights differences. If one area was sanded smooth and another was left rougher, they may take color differently. Glue is another big one. A tiny smear of glue that seems invisible on raw pine can become painfully obvious after stain because that area won't absorb color properly. Suddenly, you've got a pale fingerprint-shaped patch on what was supposed to be your rich walnut finish. So before you stain anything, inspect the surface carefully under good light. Feel it with your hand. Wipe it down. Make sure it's truly ready. And there's another reason sanding matters so much. Luxury-looking furniture feels smooth before it even looks expensive. When someone runs their hand across a tabletop, shelf, tray, or cabinet front, that tactile experience matters. Pine can absolutely feel refined if the surface has been properly prepared. Cheap wood starts feeling more premium the moment it stops feeling rough, fuzzy, or carelessly finished. So if you want a shortcut summary for this secret, it's this: stain does not hide poor prep. It reveals it. If you want pine to look like an intentional dark furniture, wood instead of a budget board with stain on it, sanding discipline is not optional. Are you enjoying this video? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Decor Ideas for more decor and woodworking inspiration. Share this video with someone who loves woodworking. Let's create and decorate together. Number 3. Use a pre-stain strategy instead of trusting the stain to behave. This is where a lot of pine finishing projects either succeed or collapse. Pine is famous for blotching because it absorbs stain unevenly. Some areas drink it in immediately and go very dark, while other areas resist it and stay pale. That's why one of the smartest finishing secrets for pine is not actually the stain itself. It's what you do before the stain ever touches the wood. A pre-stain conditioner, wash coat, or controlled sealing step can make a huge difference in how pine accepts color. The basic idea is simple. You lightly reduce the wood's ability to absorb stain unevenly by partially sealing the surface first. That doesn't eliminate all variation. It doesn't turn pine into a perfectly uniform material, but can dramatically reduce the ugly, random blotches that make dark stained pine look amateur. Now, this part is important. The goal is balance. If you overdo the pre-seal, the wood may resist too much stain and end up looking weak or washed out. If you skip it entirely, the stain may go patchy and muddy. So this step often requires a little testing on scrap pieces from the same board, especially if your pine varies in color or grain. And that brings us to one of the best habits you can build if you want luxury-looking results from cheap lumber. Test your full finish schedule on offcuts first. Not just the stain color. The full sequence. Sanding. Conditioner. Stain. Maybe a glaze. Top coat. See how it behaves before you commit to your actual project. That one habit alone can save you from so many disappointing finishes. What you're doing here is taking control of the wood instead of hoping it behaves. And that's really what makes a finish look professional. Not luck. Not a magic can of stain. Control. If you've ever wondered why one pine project looked surprisingly elegant and another one looked muddy and sad even though both used dark walnut stain, the answer is often not the stain label. It's the prep and the pre-stain strategy. Because when pine takes color more evenly, something interesting happens. The eye stops focusing on the blotches and starts reading the piece as a whole. The furniture begins to feel calmer, cleaner, and more intentional. And that's exactly the direction you want if you're chasing a walnut-inspired look. Number 2. Build a walnut look in layers instead of one heavy dark stain. This is probably the most important visual secret in the entire video. If you want cheap pine to feel like luxury walnut, the answer is usually not apply the darkest brown stain you can find and hope for the best. That's one of the fastest ways to make pine look muddy, dirty, or strangely lifeless. Real walnut doesn't look luxurious because it's just dark. It looks luxurious because it has depth. It has warmth. It has variation. It has a kind of inner glow where brown, chocolate, amber, and shadow all work together. That's why the best walnut-inspired pine finishes are often built in layers. Instead of trying to force all the color into one coat of dark stain, think about building the tone gradually. Maybe the base layer warms the pine and neutralizes some of the yellow. Maybe the next layer deepens the brown. Maybe a glaze or tinted finish adds subtle richness into the grain and softens the contrast. The exact products can vary, but the principle stays the same. Layered color usually looks more convincing than one blunt dark coat. This is especially useful because raw pine often has a bright yellow cast that fights against the rich, chocolate warmth people associate with walnut. If you simply put a dark brown stain over that yellow, the result can skew orange, greenish, or muddy depending on the product. But if you intentionally manage the underlying warmth first, then deepen it with richer browns, the final piece feels much more sophisticated. It also helps to think about undertones. Walnut-inspired doesn't necessarily mean black-brown. It often means warm medium to dark brown with a little softness and depth. Too cold, and the pine can look flat. Too red, and it starts drifting into a completely different furniture style. Too orange, and the illusion is gone. You want warmth, but controlled warmth. And here's something else that matters. Don't be afraid of subtle contrast. Real walnut has grain movement. It has areas that catch light differently. It doesn't look like one flat sheet of brown paint. So while you want to avoid ugly blotches, you don't need to eliminate every variation. Some depth is good. Some movement is good. The goal is elegant variation, not chaotic staining. This is also where toners, glazes, and even tinted top coats can become powerful if you already know how to use them. They let you fine-tune the color after the stain stage rather than hoping the first coat gets everything perfect. You can warm it slightly, deepen it slightly, unify it slightly. That kind of control is what gives budget what a much more expensive final appearance. So if there's one big mindset shift I want you to take from this secret, it's this: walnut color is not a single moment. It's a build. It's a layered effect. And when you stop expecting one dark stain to do all the work, pine gets a lot easier to transform. Number 1, the final luxury look comes from the top coat, sheen, and overall restraint. Now we get to the final secret, and honestly, this is the one that often separates pretty good from, wow, that actually looks expensive. The top coat matters more than people think. A lot of woodworkers spend all their energy choosing the stain, and almost no energy thinking about the final surface. But the top coat controls how the piece reflects light, how deep the color appears, how smooth it feels, and whether the whole project ends up looking elegant or overly homemade. If your goal is to make pine feel like luxury walnut, the top coat is not an afterthought. It's part of the illusion. Think about the furniture you're trying to imitate. Most high-end walnut furniture does not look drenched in thick plastic gloss. It usually has a calmer sheen. Maybe satin, maybe matte with depth, maybe a hand-rubbed oil finish look that makes the wood glow without screaming for attention. That's the energy you want. If you put a heavy, overly shiny finish on dark stained pine, it can actually make the piece look cheaper because the reflections exaggerate every flaw and push the surface toward that thick bar top look. On the other hand, a well-applied satin or matte protective finish can make the piece feel softer, more modern, and more furniture-like. It lets the color speak without turning the whole thing into a mirror. This is also where restraint becomes incredibly important. Luxury walnut furniture doesn't usually look luxurious because someone kept adding more and more until they couldn't stop. It looks luxurious because the choices are controlled. The color is rich but not muddy. The sheen is elegant but not flashy. The edges are softened but not overdone. The grain is visible. The hardware, if there is any, supports the piece rather than distracting from it. That same principle applies to pine. If you've done the prep, control the absorption, layer the color thoughtfully, and then chosen a top coat with the right sheen, you're already most of the way there. Don't ruin it by overworking the last step. Let the finish breathe. Let the wood look like wood. Let the richness come from depth rather than gloss. And here's another thing worth saying: the overall design of the project affects whether the finish reads as luxurious. A beautiful dark walnut-inspired finish on a clunky, awkwardly proportioned piece won't suddenly make it look high-end. But that same finish on a clean side table, a minimalist shelf, a modern tray, a fluted cabinet front, or a well-proportioned nightstand can look dramatically better because the form and finish are supporting each other. So if you really want pine to feel expensive, think beyond the stain color. Think about the whole experience of the piece. how it looks in natural light, how it feels when touched, how the sheen reacts in the room, whether the color complements the shape, whether the finish enhances the design instead of fighting it. Because that's what high-end furniture does. It doesn't rely on one trick. It gets a lot of small decisions right. And that's really the bigger message behind all 5 of these finishing secrets. Making cheap pine look like luxury walnut isn't about fooling wood experts into thinking you secretly used premium hardwood. It's about learning how to get the most beautiful, refined, expensive-looking result possible from a humble material. It's about understanding what makes walnut feel luxurious in the first place: depth, warmth, balance, richness, restraint, and then borrowing those qualities in a smart way. You start by respecting the fact that pine is not hardwood and needs its own finishing strategy. You continue by sanding and prepping carefully so the wood doesn't sabotage you later. You control blotching with a pre-stain approach instead of gambling on raw absorption. You build color in layers rather than trying to force the entire look into one dark stain. And then you lock it all in with a top coat and sheen that make the final piece feel calm, smooth, and expensive. That's the process. And the reason I love this topic so much is because it opens up so many possibilities for budget woodworking. Once you know how to finish pine well, suddenly a lot more projects become realistic. That affordable shelf build becomes something you actually want in your living room. That pine side table becomes gift-worthy. That simple cabinet becomes stylish enough to film, photograph, sell, or proudly keep in your home. Your material budget stays manageable, but your finished pieces start looking far more premium. So the next time you reach for pine, don't think of it as the compromise wood. Think of it as the wood that rewards a smarter finishing process. Because with the right prep, the right color strategy, and the right restraint, cheap pine can go from budget board to why does that actually look so expensive, surprisingly fast. And honestly, that's one of the most satisfying transformations in woodworking. You don't need a luxury lumber budget to create beautiful furniture. Sometimes you just need a better finishing strategy. That's all for today's Decor Ideas episode. I hope you're feeling inspired to create something amazing. Subscribe and stay connected for more woodworking and decor projects. Until next time, keep creating.